like, comment, share, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Alright y'all, I'm back with some new content. This video features Velvet. Guys, please be sure to drop me a comment, smash the heck out of that like button, and share. Alright y'all, let's get into this video. Hey Shmoney. Hey my flower. Hello Ransom. Hi. Hey Jazz. Hey Nova. Hey guys. Today's gonna be a good one. Hey y'all. First I had just started a lawnmower in my whole video. Let me know if y'all can hear me clear over that lawnmower. I had no idea she was gonna start a lawnmower. Let me know if y'all could hear me. Hey Beauty Wear, love it. Y'all go follow her. Check out all the jewelry she have on her shop. These are her earrings right here, and this is her necklace, and this is a cellulite bracelet that I got off of her website. Alright, cool. So y'all can still hear me. So today is gonna be a good one. First I wanted to say this though. We're all born to be ourselves. Okay? Everybody's not gonna like you. Everybody's not going to take a liking to you. But that shouldn't deter you from continuing to be who you are authentically. Period. People gonna have a lot to say about you, and a lot of people are gonna love you for who you are. But in order to attract healthier experiences, healthier people, healthier places and things, you have to authentically be yourself in order to elevate and climb the ladder to experience more healthier situations. So if you are somebody out there in the world who get a lot of backlash for being yourself, or get criticized for being yourself, continue to be yourself and not give a fuck. Because at the end of the day, there's only one you, and nobody can be you. And if you're not being you, then who are you? So with that being said, today we're just gonna talk about why women are so harsh with each other. I think that'll be a super cool topic to talk about. Why women are so... Not Velvet talking about how women are harsh with each other. Not her. Super cool topic to talk about. Why women are so harsh with each other. This was not my idea, but I took a liking to this idea to talk about it because during the duration of my journey on social media, I've been around a lot of women, and it's just been a really harsh interaction with me and women. And I never looked at myself to be a person who have harsh interactions with other women, because growing up with all of the women around me, having so many people that were my friends that were women or were girls, like, I was always pouring into them. I was always helping them become more of who they were authentically, encouraging them, just pouring love into them. So when I had got a taste of jealousy, when I had got a taste of the true colors that even came out from the women and the girls who I supported back in the day, who were technically my friends and like people who I considered close to me, it was pretty weird for me to understand and digest, because I never thought that was a thing. Another woman being jealous of another woman, so we're gonna get into it, right? So I'm gonna have a guest speaker come up. You guys responded really very well to this woman. She is close to me. Hold on, y'all. You guys responded very well to when I had did a live with her, so we were just gonna go live together again. I'm waiting for her to come in. I don't see her. She has not left a request in the chat. Let me know if y'all can hear me. Kayahi. Kayahi. I'm live, baby, okay? He like, girl, I don't care. Okay, so I'm gonna wait for her to come in the room. I don't see her request in the room as of yet. Kia, if you up in the room, please make yourself known so that I can add you in. We're gonna talk about this topic with another woman because I just feel like there should be some duality and balance when it comes to, you know, talking to another woman and getting another woman's perspective. And I kind of do want to bring other women up to like see and hear other women's perspectives and thought processes. So, but first we're gonna bring Kia in. Y'all, let me know if y'all can hear me over this noise. Cause like, right when I started, there was nothing going on. Like, it was dead ass silent. But then when I started, everything started moving around me. So, let me know. I see your request. I'm gonna let you in. I just want them to, if they can hear me through all of this noise that's in my background. Okay, I got some yeses. I got some yeses. The topic is why women are so harsh with each other. Okay, so we're gonna let Miss Kia up. Kia, I I'm at work. Okay, we got yeses. How you doing? Look at you looking all beautiful.
Girl, and just finished working out too.
You look good after that workout. Hi. Look at you. Say hi.
Man, you done got so big. Oh my God.
He's
Look at you.
4 years old. 4 years
Hi.
old. Say hey, Samantha. Hey, Samantha. Hey, pretty girl.
She know you, honey. She loves you, girl.
I love her too. We look like twins, girl. You look like the young version of me.
She's a Cancer.
And I got the Cancer moon, so
yeah. Yeah.
Do you think that Cancers are like cuddle buddies?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's awesome.
All right. Thank you for your 5 seconds of shame. She loves.
Wait, I can't hear you. You breaking up a little. You breaking up just a little.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay, I was putting my headphones back in so it's more private because she comes in and sometimes when we talk about certain things, I don't want her to be like really know what I'm talking about.
I understand.
But yeah, I'm excited about this topic. I'm excited about it because I live for this kind of stuff due to the fact that I'm like a heavy woman supporter, and if I see you doing good, or even if I see you doing bad or you going astray, I always want to be that person to be like, come back, come on back, you're going too far. Whether you get mad with me or not, or whether you stop speaking to me or not, I still want to be that sound voice in your ear to be like, I don't think you should do that. And not in a hating way, in a loving way, you know? So I'm excited about this.
I want to comment on that because I do believe that like when you're emotionally mature, because we have to, that's going to be a topic that is going to be covered when we talk about being harsh. Matter of fact, let me put the topic in the comments, right?
Mm-hmm. But when the people come in,
yeah.
And when you come in, y'all like, comment, share this live, because I'm telling you, when we connect and we get to talking, like wisdom gets a flowing. So this is a positivity live. Ain't no drama on here. So share with all the people that want to be positive on this beautiful Sunday.
I'm gonna pin this comment, but right, emotional maturity is gonna be a topic that we talk about because I feel like when you're emotionally mature, especially as an adult woman,
Mm-hmm.
when you hear things,
Y'all, not her talking about emotional maturity, not her.
especially as an adult woman,
Mm-hmm.
when you hear things, you
Mm-hmm.
can hear the intention behind what somebody is saying. And
Mm-hmm.
it's not what you do, it's how you do it. And I could say for me personally, a lot of people say like, you don't like taking wisdom, you don't like to hear what other people have to say about, you know, whatever wisdom that they're trying to give you. It's not that I don't like to take wisdom, it's not that I don't hear the wisdom and the logic. It's
Mm-hmm.
just that there are other components and spectrums of the situation that's not being factored in, that I like to
Mm-hmm.
share from my own personal experiences and like purpose, because that is a huge thing, to like have a well-rounded understanding of why certain things may be happening. But my personal experience with you, I have never shunned anything. Like, our relationship has started to evolve, right? Over the
Mm-hmm.
past couple days even. But when you
Mm-hmm.
told me certain things, I didn't resonate it was hard for me to hear, but it never registered to me, and I never resonated with it being harsh, you
Mm-hmm.
know, because like I said,
Mm-hmm.
it's how you say things, it's how you do things. You
Mm-hmm.
are a very sweet person, and you can feel the love that's coming from what you're saying. Some
Mm-hmm.
people just be wanting to.
Now, we all know why Velvet is saying that she could feel the love from what this woman is saying. The only reason she's saying that is because she knows that this woman is a supporter and she won't disagree with a damn thing that Velvet has to say. That's why Velvet feels the love. As long as you ain't disagreeing with her, she can feel the love.
Love that's coming from what you're saying. Some
Mm-hmm.
people just be wanting to dump on you, and behind closed doors, there's actually judgment there. You see?
Yeah.
But yeah,
Mm-hmm. 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 And you can feel that, you know. And I think that because I have watched women afar so much, me going to an all girls school, me seeing how women can flip flop so fast. They'll be on your side, they'll be your number one cheerleader, and then all of a sudden they're kicking your back in. I've seen people that be like they best friends, but as soon as they get a chance, they dragging that person. And it's just like, for me, I just remove myself from people that's like that, because if you're my close friend and I know really personal stuff about you, I am gonna shy away from any conversation to drag you
yeah,
and to
yeah,
tear you down. If anything, I'm gonna overly protect you. I'll be like, she did something that, let's say me and you friends, me and Charlotte is friends, right? And me and you have a closer relationship than you and Charlotte have, but we're all friends. However, if Charlotte did something to me and I know we close, I can be like, girl, today Charlotte really hurt me, but I just wanted to get that off my chest before I speak to her. You know what I'm saying? But it's a difference if I come and be like, girl, let me tell you what Charlotte did. She did da 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 da, and she said blah 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 blah, and baby, she done forgot. I know when she cheated on her boyfriend, or she did da da, and you looking
yeah.
like, wait, what? She did what? So now you got a whole different perspective of Charlotte because of me. And now, if you a person that really, really like love loyalty, you gonna be looking at me kind of sideways.
Yeah.
Like, dang, I really can't trust her and be vulnerable with her and really let her in and tell her a lot of my personal stuff. I'm gonna be kept very careful what I choose to tell her, because when she get mad with me, shit, what she did to Charlotte, she gonna do to me too.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So that's why it's just you have to watch how you move, and you can't feel like it's okay for you to drag people that's your close friends with another close friend. Like nobody that
Now, this woman must not have been watching Velvet for a long time because if she has, she would know. Velvet don't have no problem dragging another female. None whatsoever.
friends with another close friend. Like nobody that's close to me can ever say I came to them and just dragged a chick that I'm like she's like my sister. We
Yeah.
close. I'm not doing that. I might say like, dang, she really let me down today. She really hurt me because I needed to get it out in the moment. But anybody will do that.
Yeah.
That's like a
I mean,
marriage,
I
you know, to be like, Velvet, my husband really did yada yada yada, and it just really hurt me. You know what I'm saying? But for me to go in depth about what happened, what was said, what was transpired, you can't really judge the situation because of the fact that you, first of all, you wasn't there. And I'm gonna
right.
give you my perspective. I'm gonna give you my version of the story versus you, someone sitting and listening. You're not speaking, you're listening. You watching what he said, you watching what I said, you watching how the fire built and we crashed against each other. And by you sitting on the outside looking in, you be like, dang, he was wrong for that. But you know, on the cool, you kind of started that.
Yeah. It's
You
so
see what I'm saying?
it's so interesting. I do, because it's so interesting. I literally just recently had a situation like that happen to me. Like
Wow.
it was a woman that I was considerably friends with. We both called each other friends.
Mm-hmm.
And this woman encouraged me to leave my baby's father, my first baby
Mm-hmm.
father.
Mm.
She was like telling me how he's not good for me, and like all this for like a year straight. And then
Mm-hmm.
as time rolled around, she actually started to sleep with him. Then
Now, we all know that Velvet is talking about Janae, but in true Velvet fashion, she's going to leave out the fact that Janae was in a cult. She was under duress. It was a total different situation from what happened between Velvet and Solar, a.k.a. Courtney, a.k.a. Nature Boy Jr.
sleep with him. Then she would start
Mm.
sleeping with his friends and like people around him and stuff like that. I never judged this
Mm.
woman because I know that us women, we go through different.
Now, I don't understand why Velvet is trying to portray like Janae actually slept with all of these other men and slept with her baby father. She was in a damn cult. It was a cult, and she was placed in those other relationships with those other men by Eligio Bishop, aka Nature Boy, aka Three God.
Never judge this woman because I know that us women, we go through different things, especially when we are coming up in a world where we don't have certain knowledge and wisdom. And
Mm-hmm.
so I always forgave her. But then
Mm-hmm.
when it had got to the point where the tables turned, and then I had a baby who she had a baby for,
Mm-hmm.
and tried to still be there with her to take care of the children because we both know that the man not right, she
Right.
completely denounced who I was as a woman instead of stepping up to the plate and noticing that we both, even though she might not have liked what went on, even though I might not have liked what went on, we could have been able to be there for each other through the process. And I was trying to explain this to her. I even
Mm-hmm.
put polygamy on the table to
Mm-hmm.
soften the blow of what she was gonna go through, because whether I was in the picture or not, she was gonna go through it. Whether I was
Yep.
in the picture or not, I was gonna go through it. So I'm trying to come up with a most creative solution to help
Mm-hmm.
everybody. And then we have a mutual friend,
Right.
woman friend. So this
Right.
mutual woman friend, she gets to, I don't know exactly if she talked about me to this mutual friend, but this mutual friend is so cool and balanced that she never came to me with anything that this girl said, right? So I'm just
Mm-hmm.
like, cool. But one day she made a post about the girl's business who,
Mm-hmm.
me and the girl who have the same baby father. She
Mm-hmm.
posted the girl's business. And I sat back and I was like, this is triggering because this is a mutual person. Mind you, this woman who has the mutual baby father with me, not only did she encourage me to leave my baby father and then call my children a demon online, called the baby that I'm pregnant with, the sibling of her child, a demon online, and that she would never want me around her or her children or the child that I'm pregnant with, and like all these different other things. Very harsh. It's very harsh things. Never said this about this girl publicly. Never said it to nobody behind her back. Never did anything like that to that girl. I'm just sitting there like, I have to get this out my.
Oh, she's never done nothing to Janae or said anything bad about Janae publicly, but I actually have a clip. Check this out.
I'm sorry if I don't trust nobody. I'm sorry if I don't trust none of you bitches. Like, I don't trust Janae. I don't trust none of these bitches. If I don't trust nobody. I'm sorry if I don't trust none of you bitches. Like, I don't trust Janae. I don't trust none of these bitches. I don't trust none of them.
So we not going to act like just like 2 days ago she was calling Janae a bitch. We not going to act like that over here.
Like that to that girl. I'm just sitting there like, I have to get this off my chest to our mutual friend. Because if at any point I end up in a crossfire and they talking about me, I'm going to feel some type of way about from both of them. So I open up to the mutual friend and I get to telling her, like, this is why my feelings are hurt. She didn't know anything about the situation, but I just simply told her why my feelings was triggered by the, you know, the circumstance. She said, I understand. The mutual friend said, I understand. But at the end of the day, I don't have nothing to do with that. And my relationship with you is my relationship with you. And my relationship with her is my relationship with her. And I said, yes, I totally agree with that. And I understand that. And I don't want my feelings to get in the way of the relationship that you have with her. But I'm just putting everything on the table so that we know how we need to move around each other. Because I'm not about to be like around people who call me demons, who call me witches, and my children. We talking about children, innocent souls here.
Right.
So me and the mutual friend, we moved on from that topic, and we still have a relationship, and we're still cool. And at the end of the day, for the mutual baby mama who had the same baby father as me, I wish her nothing but the best. I hope that she heals in all the possible ways that she can, because I am in her shoes 3 times over. So I understand her to a capacity that she will never be able to fathom until she gets to the point that I'm at. You understand? So I just have compassion for the situation, but I'm also not going to squash my feelings about certain things that have happened in the process, but that comes with emotional maturity.
And emotional intelligence. You're intelligent enough to say, sometimes people speak out of hurtful places. Sometimes people speak out of envious places. A lot of times, one thing I notice about men and how they handle conflict is totally different how women handle conflict. Like, men can have a whole brawl behind closed doors, but when they get in front of people, or when it comes to business, or when it comes to, you know, their relationships, whatever, like, they 10 toes down.
Yeah.
And they're not gonna make it known. If that's like their best friend or their friend or they were friends, they're not gonna make it publicly known. I don't mess with him no more. I don't fool with him no more, and all that kind of stuff. Because in men, a real man's mind is like, that's what females do. And for me, it's like, for our community, our women in our community, we have to learn to stand 10 toes down for each other too, and not publicly embarrass each other. Every other nationality does not do that. They don't come for each other neck to kill, rob, and destroy them. They don't do it. You know how they do it? They do it with lawsuits. They do it when it comes to money. That's what every other nationality, how they deal with issues with each other. But us, it's like we want the applause of people who don't even care about you.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, they don't even know you. They don't know you. You see what I'm saying? So why would you go ahead at one time, you and this girl carried you. She had your back. She was there for you. You still got to think about the good things people have done for you on your behalf. People who done stayed up praying for you, intercessing for you, who done been your listening ear when you had nobody else. You can't forget that. But if it also says, if you see the female has evolved and she's moving in a malicious way, she don't have her integrity is tainted. She don't have her blinders are not on anymore. She's just wide open. She moving funny. You have the right to pull yourself back from her. Not to say you don't still love her, or you don't still carry her, you don't still pray for her, you don't still wish her well. But the Bible teaches us that we have to be mindful of our company you keep. You got to have wisdom when it comes to you, your peace, your spirit, your mind, your heart. Who am I? If I hang with you and all you do is gossip about people, everybody you gossip about people. Every time you look around, you stealing something or you conning somebody. If you constantly in that circle and with those people, you're gonna be guilty at all times by association.
And that's exactly what's happening. Because like it's crazy because like most of us, like I know some of us who be in circumstances like that, and we be the ones trying to stop it. But that still doesn't matter because you're around a whole bunch of thieves. It don't matter. You gotta get around. You gotta get from around that. And a lot of the woman felt sad that I stopped being friends with her, but it's just certain things that I don't do. I can't be friends with somebody that do that. And if I can't be enough of a friend to you.
Now, y'all know I'm going to call bullshit on this one, right? Because whole time, Janae was confiding in Velvet about her relationship issues. And Velvet was in the background trying to get into a relationship with Solar, a.k.a. Courtney, a.k.a. Nature Boy Jr.
Friends with somebody that do that. And if I can't be enough of a friend to you to tell you that, without you getting mad at me, without you getting jealous of what I'm saying, and without you taking what I'm saying as I'm trying to hurt you or whatever, we don't need to be in a relationship, period. And that's exactly what happened. Like,
but you know what happens too is, from what I've learned too, to be honest, when you get to a certain level of maturity, people are very, very wise. People know who they are. They know when they didn't hurt you. They know when they're moving funny. They know, when they kind of taking sublingual jabs at you. They know this.
yeah.
But they want to see if you're gonna react to it, if you're gonna catch it, right? One thing about it is when you walk out of someone else's life, you don't have to give them an explanation. You really don't. But if that person truly care about you, they're gonna come after you and call you or plan a lunch date with you and give you the honor to accept that date.
Yeah.
And they're gonna say, hey, Velvet, at one time we had an amazing relationship, we had a good friendship, can you tell me what went wrong? If they care. But when you got other messy nannies or busy bodies or busy bees in there buzzing around in their ears and telling them, oh girl, she don't care about you, girl, look how she talking about you, girl, look how she acting with you now, girl, right? She don't have clarity because her ears are clogged up with foolery. And it's not even her opinion about you. It's the opinion of others around her. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I've learned, it used to hurt me so bad because, like you say, I love people. Like I when I take you in my intimate circle, I really take you, carry you, coddle you, want to always be there for you, want to know what's going on with you. I want to support you. If you got a business, I want to support your business. You follow my page a long time, and you see me post a lot of other people's stuff that's not mine, right?
Yeah.
And I don't mind doing that due to the fact that I want to see the next person win. Because if we keep pushing and elevating each other without a price attached to it, now I'm not saying that if you have a gift or a purpose, to not get a monetary gift for it. That's not what I'm saying. But I'm saying if this is a close friend to you or like your family, and I see you launching earrings or your artwork or whatever, I'm not going to expect to be, if I took it upon myself, I ain't called you and made a contract with you, right? But if I take it upon myself to keep pushing your stuff out, keep pushing your stuff out so people on my platform can see and find you, right?
Yeah.
You never know who following us. All it takes is one person to say, yes, I need what you have, right? And then I'm like, when you win, oh, that person was on my page. You're not gonna give me something for that. It's like, well, why were you doing it? Because I didn't ask you to do
Right.
it.
Exactly.
I ain't pay you. I ain't draw a contract with you. You decided to do that. You
All right, y'all, going ahead and drop me a comment, smash the heck out of that like button, and share. Thank you guys in advance.
see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Let that person be the person to come back and give their offering to you. To be like, Velvet, I thank you so much for posting my soap on your page. Oh my God, I just got 100 sales today. I want to buy you lunch. I want to buy you a nice handbag. I want to get some stuff for the new baby. That'll be for me to come back and be like, I thank you. And a lot of times us women don't like to fix each other crown. And I just don't understand
You want
why.
I literally want to hit on that right there, what you just said, because
She must not know. This lady at the bottom, she don't know that she talking to the chiefess, the queen of carbonation, and she ain't fixing nobody damn crown.
Why?
I literally want to hit on that right there, what you just said, because after everything blew over, I still have love in my heart for this woman. And she launched, the mutual friend launched her business, and I put the heart emojis supporting this woman, because I'm like, I love what she's doing. Like, I'm not going to negate that. I'm not going to deny that because of what I don't like that she did to me, whatever. She switches it and then gets to be the harsh mode, and she goes interesting with a question mark, instead of using that as an avenue to open up a conversation to hash it out. Because that putting a heart emoji is not anything bad. You understand what I'm saying? So when you
But
say,
let me interject just right quick. Remember your thought. But when you say, so for some reason on social media, people think when you just put a heart or emoji or whatever, you're not genuinely supporting them. Did you know that?
I did not know that. That's interesting, because I use the heart emojis a lot. Because I love this heart emoji, right?
I do too. But I found out through watching this psychology podcast, they say like to people who you really support and stuff like that, using a heart emoji is one, like lazy, and two, it's like you halfway supporting what they do. They feel like if you literally take the time to make a comment, then that means you invested.
Well, see, for me personally, because I be comment, I'm a commenter on things that I like, but I only left a heart emoji because I knew that if I just went to get in the comment, like, oh my God, like me and this girl already got bad blood on social media. So would it look like me just going under there and making? So I'm just like, you know what? To still be my authentic self and to still, you know what I'm saying? I'm just going to put the heart emoji, keep it moving, because I'm not going to kiss your ass. I'm not just going to be sitting here bowing down to your shit and you still being mean to me. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, you were legitimately being mean to me, and I'm just like still giving your head ass the heart emoji. You see what I'm saying? But
see,
I understand the psychology behind that, though.
Right. So being that she was like, she's being mean to me and she's this and she's that, then it's kind of like it still lines up with what they said. You gave it a heart emoji just to kind of be like, I halfway supported you. You see what I'm saying? To show you I'm bigger than what you're saying about me.
I mean,
but to be honest, you showing yourself. You're not showing her. You're showing yourself that you're being big enough. You
Yeah.
being
All right, y'all. If you haven't picked up your copy of Greatness is a Habit, authored by Aaron Dixon, otherwise known as True, many of you know him as True. He is an ex Carbonation member and he's authored this amazing read. If you are interested in self development and growth, this book is a good one for you. It's available on Apple Books for $1, guys. I got my copy and I love this book.
bigger than what she thinks about you.
Exactly.
Right?
So whether people look at it as psychology as halfway supporting or
Mm-hmm.
supporting or whatever, because people are gonna misconstrue anything that you do. And because
Mm-hmm.
my mama sent me one heart emoji before, put it under my picture, and I didn't think, oh, my mama half-ass support. You see what I'm saying? So it really just depends on the circumstances. I
Mm-hmm.
believe, but at the end of the day, like you said, we us women have a problem with fixing each other crowns. Like, it's weird. It's a very weird, like
Mm-hmm.
you said, going back to the men's, they don't do that. They don't be having their
Mm-hmm.
personal business online like that, doing
Mm-hmm.
that to each other, talking about each other. And now I will say this, one thing that I do regret in my womanhood was when another woman talked about me down bad like that, and said stuff about me that I didn't agree with. I went and just blurted all her personal shit. Like, I just went, and that's one thing that I can't say that I regret doing, because that's stooping to the level that you know what I'm saying? That's just like, that's stooping to the level that the other person.
It's hitting below the belt. And a lot of times that's why with certain people and their character, you gotta draw back. You have to know when to draw back before it goes too far. You see what I'm saying? So it's just like when you learn to we all have to remember this is why I talk about them letters. Because we all have to remember a lot of stuff is stemmed and rooted from our childhood.
Mm-hmm.
When you in school, what girls do? They caddy. They start
I
from
got bullied the
young.
whole time.
That's what I'm saying. And that's what this one, who you just saw, she deals with all the time. They tell her she's ugly, she's stupid, she's this, she's that. And then she come home, I have to rebuild her up, rebuild her up, rebuild her up all the time. These kids today are telling children her age they need to die. You need to die.
What?
Nobody care about you. You need to die. And it's like it just that's why I say it
Extreme.
just makes my heart bleed, because all you could think of is you won't fight somebody. Why? What makes you think nobody love me and care about me? What makes you think I won't bust your lip because you're talking to me crazy?
Yeah.
But I have to make her realize you never know what children going through at home.
I was thinking that.
Absolutely. That's why I created Letter to Me. But a lot of women are so afraid to share their business and be vulnerable because you're too scared that when you open up and share something, somebody gonna screenshot it and put it all over the internet.
Well, that happens to me actually quite a lot. But
I know.
this was what I was thinking, contingent upon what you said. I think I do personally believe that some women are not readily emotionally available and self-expressive because they have some level of insecurity, and I experienced this in person, like on multiple occasions, so I know what that is, right? That comes from a woman. And when you sitting next to a woman that has one quality that you know you have inside you, but you can't quite cultivate it because of all your trauma and abuse and all the things you're holding on to, you start to naturally feel like that woman is better than me. That woman is prettier than me. That woman has better hair. She carries herself better than me. Instead of looking at that woman and empowering yourself with what you see to build those characteristics in yourself. This was something that in my past, when I was around women, I would always incorporate. But the women was never mature, emotionally mature enough with themselves to say, hey, I need to.
Y'all, not Velvet talking about emotional maturity. Not her. No, y'all, not her.
With themselves to say, hey, I need to accept myself. It's not about her. It's not about how she looks. It's not about what she does. It's not about how she fucks. It's not about none of that. It's about what's inside of me that I have a problem with so that I can build a bond with her, so that I can build a connection with her. But when women don't choose to do that, they start hating on that other woman and they start creating a situation for that woman that is very disrespectful. And then when that woman stands up for herself and says, you're not going to treat me like that because you're insecure, and still be there for that woman and still support that woman, they get even madder. But that boils down to pinpointing your traumas, your insecurities, what you have going on, heal from it, grow from it, so that you can, because it's not only with the women. These women who have those issues can never build a bond with the man that they're actually with. And I see a lot of women who are in relationships with men and treat their men like crap because they can't accept themselves.
Let me tell you, insecurity, it comes on both ends. It's just like a man who see his woman when he met her, you know, she didn't have a lot, you know what I'm saying? She really didn't have a voice, you know, she was so amused by him because he had it all together. He had the money, he had the career, right? And then finally she started doing some secret work and she started working on herself. And now she got a voice. Now she got beauty because now she's starting to see like, man, I'm a gem.
Exactly.
Like I'm dope. Like I'm really pretty. I really can speak to people and get them to be vulnerable with me, right? Now she got her business. Now she's thriving. She's starting to land big deals. Like she's becoming a big deal. If you don't come back and make sure you and your husband, or make sure you and your mate are aligned and y'all good, indirectly he'll become insecure of you. He'll become insecure of that woman because now people is rah-rah-rahing behind her and she got to go to business meeting, but he's not invited. You see what I'm saying? When everybody call for somebody to speak on a panel, it's the wife, it's not him. He's not invited, right? So, but it takes a real person to take people with them. It takes a person of integrity to be like, okay, that's cool, but I need you to make sure that you give me a ticket for 4 people. And that's my social media manager. That's my, you know, my camera person, my husband, right? That's the person who's handling like all of my contracts. Right. You see what I'm saying? You bring it. So if I'm winning, I need y'all to eat too. I don't want y'all to ever forget, or my husband to forget, that when I met you, I wasn't really at my peak. I was still learning me. You see what I'm saying? But when I see women that are fire to me, I have no problem because I'm like, I have insecurities, but I also am secure to where I know like she got something I don't have. Just like you, if you have a particular style that I don't have, I'd be like, girl, come shopping with me because I need to change my style up. My style looking way back. I need to catch up with the times. You see what I'm saying? But it takes a real woman to say that to another woman. to be like, "Oh, Velvet, I like the way you dress, girl. You always be looking so cute. I like them
Oh man,
shoes
she
or
bad.
whatever."
Hold on, you breaking up a little. You breaking up a little.
On my end,
Yeah, you good now?
okay,
Yeah.
okay. But women need to learn, instead of turning your nose at another female who walk in a room and she has energy like she dominate that room. You need to figure out, go with her and be like, "Girl, what's your secret? What you do?"
It
Because she has a routine every day for her to wake up and be a boss and be able to stand straight up tall and not let nothing shake and move her.
you
She
ain't
has
never
a
lied.
daily routine. I'm telling you. And if only you would just give her and put your pride aside, because I had a heavy, heavy, heavy spirit of pride. Big time. I ain't want nobody to know I was vulnerable. I ain't want nobody to know I was suffering. I ain't want nobody to know I had insecurities. I ain't want nobody to know nothing until somebody was like, who came in my life, and she was like, "Yo, why you got up so many walls? Like, what's up? Like, you're a great person. You don't have to walk around with all these walls around you. Like, because you praying for God to send you good people, good friends, mentors, and all that, but you're gonna run them away. Just put a crack in your window. Put a little crack in your window. And maybe somebody will be able to get in. And once they get in, they can break down some of this stuff that's going on with you."
All right, y'all, go on ahead and drop me a comment, smash the heck out of that like button, and share. Thank you guys in advance.
Yeah. That's why it's important on some level to know your strengths and weaknesses. And that's
Mm-hmm.
something that I had personally had to cultivate at a very young age. I had to know what I was good at and what I wasn't good at. And the
Mm-hmm.
things that I wasn't, I always knew how to hone in to the things that I was good at. But the things
Mm-hmm.
that I didn't know how to do, that was an interest for me. That was
Mm-hmm.
something that I took, as an interest. And if I've had many women around me, I've had more women around me than men. So
All
when
right.
those women would come around me, I would do just what you said. Like, how you do that? Like, what is that?
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, because I even had a conversation like this with another young woman, prior in my younger years, and she was like trying to be in competition, and I was telling her, like, even though you might like what you see in me, you still have to understand what it is that you offer. You got to
Mm-hmm.
understand that whether you got insecurities or not, what do you offer? She didn't
Mm-hmm.
know what she offered. She didn't know her worth. She didn't know her value. And I'm not speaking from a perspective like I always knew my value. I know more
Mm.
of my value
No.
now. Don't get that fucked up, because people be on social media like, you talking like da 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 da. Baby, I am a fucking queen. Do you understand me? I'm not
Yeah.
gonna shadow myself. But in my
Mm-hmm.
younger years, no, I was not in a dominant boss empress energy that I carry more now today than ever in my life
Mm-hmm.
versus when I was younger. But I said that to say this: she did not know nothing. She didn't know her strengths or
Mm-hmm.
her weaknesses. And the type of woman that I was to her in that moment was to show her, like, I clearly see what you're good at and what you're not good at.
Mm-hmm.
This is what I see. If you want help, if you want a person to talk to, she opened up with me and confided in me. So I was able to give her this wisdom, right? When I
Mm-hmm.
gave it to her,
When Velvet said that she was able to give this woman wisdom, the lie detector test determined that that was a lie.
was able to give her this wisdom, right? When I
Mm-hmm.
gave it to her, she was totally like blocked off from it. Just like totally blocked. And this is when we talk about these walls that we have up as women that we need to let down. So I've gotten to the point where I have had so much backlash. I don't know if y'all can hear me.
We can hear you. We can hear you.
I have had so much backlash with being that open woman with no walls and being vulnerable and knowing my strengths and my weaknesses and also being able to co-create with another woman and getting the backlash of their insecurities to
Mm-hmm.
the point where I started closing down. I started turning myself off to even
Mm-hmm.
interacting with other women because I know the energy. I'm growing on an everyday basis. I know the energy I'm gonna bring to the table.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm to
Mm-hmm.
the point where I'm not scared, but I don't want other women to feel like I'm trying to dominate they shit. Cause that's not what it's about. What it is about though is co-creating, because when it's more than one woman with boss energy that come together to build some shit, you got a nation. Do you hear
Yes,
me?
honey.
And
That's like me and my friends. When we come together and do something, we literally talk to each other. We don't have to talk to each other all day, but we check in the morning. First thing in the morning before our day gets started, we check in. We both are moms. We both are wives. We both have businesses. At one time, I was working a 9 to 5. Now I don't, right? And she's always been a housewife and an entrepreneur, a serial entrepreneur. So, but when we come together and do things together, like we shake a nation together.
you
You
don't
see what
gotta
I'm
be
saying?
polygamous to do it. Let's just put that out
No,
there. Let's just put
no,
that
man.
out there. Let's just throw that out there for all of the women that's watching. You don't gotta sleep with each other, man, to do it.
No, no, ma'am. We have, first of all, we have never been in the same, we live in 2 different states. We live in different states from each other. We haven't rubbed elbows with each other. We are social media best friends, right? Never ever.
Yep, this lady is definitely a fan of Velvet from social media. Velvet tried to introduce her as somebody that knows her, that's known her since she was a baby. That's not true. That's far from the truth. This lady doesn't know Velvet like that.
Social media best friends, right? Never ever had physical interaction with each other yet. And it's just like for me to have somebody to back up anything I do, anything I do, like it's like I am forever indebted and in love for her. Sisterhood, real sisterhood. Like can't nobody, I mean, it was people, a situation happened, people were so against me overnight. That girl, people was jumping in her DMs, baby. She slaughtered them. She went on live. She slaughtered them. She was like, don't you ever come in my DM telling me nothing about my sis. Because at the end of the day, nobody perfect. I know her heart. I know her heart and I know her character. I know how she is. You can't come and tell me nothing good about her. I'm telling you right now, you're getting blocked. You're never going to come and have a private conversation about my sis to me. And ever since that, I was like, yo, she really cut for me. She really cut for me. She went against her own people. People was talking about me. And I'm just like, man, I'm like, and that really did something to me. But it also made me remember when my pastor said, the same people who say they love you, they have a split and a double-minded and double tongue. The same people that say they love you, they, oh my God, Velvet is amazing. Oh my God. And the minute you step out of line and do something wrong, be the same people that say they hate you and want and try to kill you.
That was the girl who said she was my friend. I had many of girlfriends like that, and I'm just like, bro, I can't believe I was like literally like confided. And I'm the type of person, once I become a friend with you, I'm so open with you. Like we talking about like how you are with your best friend. Like we all talking. Like I'm like, yeah, I done share some very intimate moments with people who literally be like, and I'm just sitting here, just still like I never, okay, like I don't even know what to do. I don't even know what to do.
I'm baffled. I don't know. I'm speechless.
Right.
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean because I've been there, done that. So now in my wisdom days, me being 40 plus, it's like I'm going to always love women, help them, you know, be a listening ear and everything. but I'm very much more wise. I'm very much more wise to how I move with them. That's just being real.
I need some of that wisdom because at this point, I'm just like, I'm to the point where I still desire to have a sisterhood, right? But I'm afraid.
And guess what? You can have a sisterhood without getting too personal.
I just don't know how to.
You can. Like I told you, my homegirl who went to bat for me is not many women that's in my intimate circle. You gotta have an intimate circle. That means that's your safe place, and that's women who you really can just pour out and share things with, and you know it ain't going nowhere. No matter if you outside the box or not, they gonna come to you. They gonna tell you before they talk to anybody. They'll be like, Velvet, I'm listening to what you're saying, but I don't like that. Don't do that. Don't go live and talk about that. Because me and her, we go live. When she about to go live and talk about something, that's like to slaughter somebody. I'm her voice of reason.
Yeah.
I'm her person to be like, yo, don't do that. Because you also have to remember, you have a business and you have an image to keep. You have a family. Don't do that. It's okay. Let it ride.
So where was she at, y'all, when Velvet decided to get on the internet day before yesterday and cuss Solar out within an inch of his life, calling him a peasant, a servant, and a slave? Where was she at to tell Velvet not to do that?
You have a family. Don't do that. It's okay. Let it ride.
I did that one time. I did that one time to a woman. One time. And it cringes my soul. Honestly, I wish I could like turn back the hands of time. But it is what it is. Like we all live.
It is what it is. We all. That's it. Always remember that, and don't never let nobody make you feel like they so much better than you. And oh my God, I would never do that. Yes, you would. Shut the hell up. You never know what you're gonna do when you're angry.
Because I was mad. I was mad as hell.
Exactly. We all don't know what we're capable of until it happens.
Yeah.
Just like people say, I'll never kill nobody. I'll never do this and that. Please don't say that because you don't know. Let somebody do something to one of your kids. You'll find out who you are.
Yeah.
You find out very fast who you are. You know what I'm saying? When the ball falls and when everything gets shaking up. You see? So at the end of the day, I'm just firm believer that I believe wholeheartedly our women can really come together and love each other genuinely. But because of history and because of experiences we have had with women, a lot of times we be afraid to walk and be vulnerable and trust each other, because the sisterhood, it goes away so fast. Like I could do one thing. Oh yeah. When you ever bring a penis involved, it changes everything. And for them, it's not like that. For them, they will bounce you, your home, and all your homegirls, and they friend can bounce you and all your homegirls. You know what they do? They dap each other off. Us, we want to kill each other.
We want to fight each other.
They laugh about it. They be like, "Oh, you got her too? Oh man, that's what I'm talking about. You enjoyed it. What happened?" They want to know what happened, and they sit down and talk about you. We gotta do better, man.
I done been in.
We gotta do better.
I've been in that kind of situation so many times to the point where I just wanted the man who I was involved with and the woman that was involved to be together. I go do my own thing, and I have respect for what they got going on. And you know what that turned out to be? Oh, you don't love us. You don't care about us. You don't want to be in a relationship with us. I don't resonate with this relationship. I don't have to be in a relationship with a man and a woman that I don't want to be in a relationship with. And I have every right to voice why I don't want to be in this relationship. And these women hard up, hard down, think that I don't care about them or don't love them because I don't want to be in an intimate relationship with them where we having sex with the same penis and they disrespecting me on top of that while I'm sharing everything that I own, everything that I have, even my emotions, and it's just complete chaos and disrespect. That don't even make no sense. I have more respect for the situation if you and my man go off on y'all thing and be together and I go do my own thing. You see what I'm saying?
And you, I'm sorry, girl, I don't know what I was doing. And you, I'm cooking, so I was trying to mute myself while you was talking, so it don't be noise in the background. But, and you absolutely right. Like that is not something that you have to indulge in if it's you're not feeling it. You don't have to. Period. You know.
Yeah.
So,
Nisha said.
but
Nisha had said this comment. She said, I feel like it's hard to find good friendships because everybody eventually do things to hurt you trauma. This is where emotional intelligence comes into play, maturity comes into play, and discernment. When you are in a relationship with somebody, because we're not, like somebody said in the comment, we are not all perfect. So because we're all coming from trauma and illusions of what happened to us and why it may have happened, and some of us have more unhealthy perspectives about some of the things that we've been through, we will get triggered. All of us will on some level by, it don't matter if you got one friend, you're gonna get triggered by that one friend. But when you are emotionally mature within yourself to understand who you are, what's going on with you, or if you don't have that woman in your life or somebody else in your life to help you pinpoint it, to get down to the root of it and eat the meat and spit out the bones, and however you need to figure that out, you will be okay with being triggered. Because when you're okay with being triggered, you have the option to express yourself emotionally on a vulnerable level with that woman who you're around, knowing that she's not going to judge you or hold you accountable for expressing your emotions, holding you accountable in a negative way for expressing your emotions when she knows that you're triggered and these are your traumas, and the situation to get better. But if you had done that and the woman turned on you and was like, well, you're expressing your emotions and that wasn't my intent and that's not what I meant and all of this stuff like that, that turns into another situation where now discernment plays into key. And it's like, you got to have discernment with those kind of situations, because I've been in a situation like that too. Like two of the women who I was friends with, I was so emotionally vulnerable with them to the point where they was triggered like a motherfucker. But they weren't able to reciprocate the same amount of vulnerability, because then they have done fell in their pride about how they need to grow and where they need to grow and why I was even being a mirror at that point. And these were older women. These weren't women my age. And women who are older who get mirrored by younger women, that's more of a trigger on top of the triggers. You see what I'm saying? So I had to separate myself from those women because I realized that my presence and who I am had no space to be vulnerable. It had no space to uplift, because when somebody triggers you in a trauma, that's a space for you to grow. That's actually healthy. How they respond to it, how they treat you in the process of how they're responding to it, is what you need to pay attention to.
that is so true. You couldn't have said it. No, you hit the nail on the head. And the thing that I know about it is, especially when you dealing with women that's like much older than you, and they kind of feel like they can't learn nothing else from nobody else, that's like you hitting a brick
Oh,
wall. You hitting a brick wall. And you just gotta let them be in their own element. You gotta let them be. But my whole thing is I just want us women to really take time to get to know each other. Don't be so quick. And you know another thing is because these people got these songs out talking about that's my best friend. She a real bad one. She got her own money. Every time you meet somebody and y'all have something in common, you quickly giving them the title, that's my best friend. That's my friend. And it's like, do you know them? What you know about them to make them your friend? What do you know about them? What are their pain points? What are their triggers? Why do you love her? What are attributes that you can tell me without looking at her or without her interjecting and be like, that's not me. I don't like that. What's her favorite color? It's like
All right, y'all, go on ahead and drop me a comment, smash the heck out of that like button, and share. Thank you guys in advance.
you take time to get to know somebody, you really zone in. Put your blinders on and pay attention to that person.
yeah.
Do they like extravagant gifts or big parties, or are they like a very low key, simple, small, intimate type person? You see what I'm saying? It's small stuff like that that people don't take in account for, even though a person say they don't like flowers. But on occasion, they buy themselves a rose or something like that. That should trigger you to be like, she's saying she don't like flowers. So why she went to the store and bought herself flowers today? So something must be going on, right? Let me sit down and talk. Let me just ask her, hey, how your day going? How you feeling? Because it could be her grandfather died today. You just don't know that. It could be her dad passed away 10 years ago, or her and her dad did daddy and daughter dance at her debutante on that day, and she's remembering that day. But you don't know that. You see what I'm saying? That's why she bought herself a rose. But you know she don't like flowers. So it's always something when you pay attention to somebody that they're gonna let you know what's going on with them. Why they moving the way they moving, why they acting the way they acting, why they responding, why they snappy, all of that.
Yeah.
And with us women, we have to learn to cater to each other's needs. We don't have to be intimate. And ever since all this other stuff, it's like just because I pay attention to you don't mean I like you. Like I want to lick you like you. That don't
Right,
mean
right.
that.
Say that again, please. Say that.
Take 10 steps back, sis. I don't like you like that. But I love you. I have love for you, that your well-being means something to me. You know what I'm saying? But it's like every time you get close to somebody, it's almost kind of like they're like, oh, y'all so inseparable with y'all kind of like, and it's like, no,
Yeah.
it's not on that time.
This
So,
is this is making me emotional. At this point in the conversation and the things that you're saying is making me emotional, and I feel like I want to cry. And and
yeah,
and
yeah.
I
Because
feel like I
I
want to
all the
cry.
time, it just breaks my heart that we just can't, we just can't get right, y'all. We
I
just
just
can't get right. But we just have to keep praying and be an example. That's all. Have to. And me and my friend, that's what we decided to do. She was like, you know what, sis, we just gonna continue to keep going. When we fall off together. When we come back full speed ahead, we come back together. And it's just like when I'm down and she's moving, I'm still on her mind. She's still praying for me and my family. Like God, you know, my sis going through something right now, but I got to keep going because I got a family. I got people to feed.
Yeah.
And a real friend gonna be even with tears and Velvet, you go, girl. I'm so glad you still going, sis. Cause by the time I'm ready to get back in the game, you could come back and be like, all right, kid, you good now? Okay, good. Cause girl, I got a job for you to do. I need you to do this, and this. So now you're able to pull me back up. You're able to give me purpose.
Exactly. Girl, now I'm about to cry now.
You know,
Y'all, let's see how long her crying lasts. Let's just see.
you're able to give me purpose again. You're able to give me value.
And then we having children. We having young girls. What are our girls?
Did y'all see any tears? I didn't see any tears, so I'm going to zoom in and run that back real quick.
Purpose again. You're able to give me value.
And then we having children. We having young girls. What are our girls?
Did y'all spot any tears? Because I didn't. I didn't see any, but I mean, I do have optical nerve damage, but y'all let me know in the comments if y'all saw any tears. I zoomed in as far as I could to capture her face to see if she was really crying, and I didn't see any tears.
Young girls. What are our girls?
What are the girls gonna say? How the girls gonna feel? What the girls gonna think? Like, you know how powerful it is for them to know y'all's story, know that their fathers abandoned them and left them and just left out the situation, but y'all two came together and was like, you ain't did nothing.
We did this. We raised
standing here. We still here.
We went through the blood, sweat, and tears. Okay?
Thank you. Yeah. Y'all did it together. And y'all still could be like sister wives. Y'all have sisterhood because y'all have a child by the same person. But y'all still could be a united front. So whereas those girls know each other, or if it's a boy and a girl, they brother and sister, they know each other. Because we have to be careful when you rip families apart. That's how you have this intercesting relationships. Because the children, she could go to college, never met the boy, go to college, fall in love, and now when he come home, he looking at you. You looking at him. What's your last name? He tell you his last name. Now you got to call his mom and be like, it's been years, girl, but our kids done met and now they're dating. What? It's like, I'm telling you, I am so serious about finding out my family roots.
Do y'all think that Janae and Velvet could ever be friends again or even be cordial with each other again so that their children can know their siblings? What do y'all think? Put it in the comments. Let me know.
It's like, I'm telling you, I am so serious about finding out my family roots because it seemed like nobody in my family really know where we come from, who we are, what happened, where we were enslaved. It's like so important to me.
Some of the information I gotta tell you, we gotta have a conversation off camera after this because some of the information we blood, we the same blood, so I'm sure it's not too far-fetched, but I know you got other bloodlines in there, because you know what I'm saying. But anyway, some of the stuff that I found out, like as an overview of the Creole Nation, baby, you wouldn't even believe. You wouldn't even believe. We have, us personally, me and you, we come from a people that are forgotten.
See?
We come from a lineage of people that no one talks about. To the point where if we had said that we Creole, because we are, people will not look at that as us saying that we black and white. It's not even on the select sheet when you go to put your race in. I am not black. I am not white. I am not Hispanic. I am not none of those things. I am Creole.
So, thank you. Yep. We got our own language and everything. And what's so sad is that
Y'all, they glitching out a little bit, but it comes back in. But I'm sure everybody really appreciates this short commercial break because I needed a break too.
It is stopped. Asians, whatever, they never let their roots die. They constantly make their children be by door they can speak English because that's where they are. That's their environment. They're no
But
longer in Africa.
you know what I learned about our heritage though? The reason why most of our upkeep of our personal traditions and stuff like that died was because the slave history in Louisiana, our grandmother, one of our grandmothers, ancient grandmothers, married a slave owner. She was a slave. She married the slave owner. She became a slave owner and started enslaving her own people
Own people, Lord
to
have
free
mercy. I
to
knew you was about to
free
say that.
them, to free them,
Mm-hmm.
to free them. When they found out that this lady started freeing her own people because of the marriage that she had with the slave owner, they started to kill us. And that's why they
Kill.
have Jackson Square. That's why the energy
My
down
God.
here in New Orleans is so bad because
So
you understand what I'm saying? You understand where I'm going with that?
yes, Lord, I know exactly where you're going with it, baby.
That's
Because
why
I feel it every time I come home. I can't stay home too long.
it was some
Always get very uncomfortable and I need to leave. And I tell my family that all the time. I be like, y'all don't even understand. They have spirits that's down here, baby, that are pissed.
pit.
They're mad.
Yeah.
They're mad. Because you can feel it. You can feel that energy of anger. You know what I'm saying? That's why you think the younger generation, oh, this conversation is going to get too deep for people, girl.
Come on now, let's get it. I like the deepness. I like the darkness. Come on.
Let me tell you, you know why our younger, you know why the killing is so bad in New Orleans? It's due to the fact that a lot of spirits can only tap into who are extremely vulnerable. Who is that? The young generation. Because they're open to everything. You see what I'm saying? They're open.
Yeah.
So it's just like we can't get somebody like your age because you began to kind of be like, you want to start educating yourself. Just like your cousin, she's 23 years old.
Yeah.
But she's
wise. Got you.
She's tapped in.
Got you.
Big time.
Tapped in. So that's the word.
You can't get somebody that's not tapped in. It's too much work to do.
Right. And,
but when you have a child,
you'll really start seeing some paranormal activity once that happens. Okay. Yeah.
So when you got a younger generation, starting from your babies to my daughter who is 11, and once they get at teenage years, if you're not a praying parent to cover your kids and fight on their behalf, because they know not what they do, they will slaughter your child.
Yeah.
And have you not even recognizing your own kid. You understand what I'm saying?
I told you.
So when you got spirits that's really angry, first of all, I died prematurely. I died without my own free will. I died because you made a choice, not God. God didn't make this choice and say, okay, your time is up. You took me. You took everything I had. Then you got Katrina come and wash people in their sleep. Babies, young kids, family, like whole families gone in their sleep. So it's just so much anger. It's so much anger. Yeah. And from the beginning of time, man made women kind of go against each other. Why? Because you were taught by our mothers how to dress, how to walk, how to act, so you could get a man to be stable.
Yeah.
People pawn their daughters off to the richest man in the village.
Yeah.
So that their family can be wealthy on the back of their daughter.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So that's my spiel. I'm done.
No, man, you really opening up you really opening up a can of worms, because all of the energies, all of the ancestor energy, all of the spiritual energy that lies within the root of our people is actually like, if most of the some of the children who have not been washed away and who haven't been tainted, we are coming back and being born with this ancestral energy, and it scares people because it's kind of paranormal if you really want to think about it. And real shit actually happens to other people when they step on the toes of the ancestral grounds that's over here in this bloodline. Do you understand what I'm saying? That gets dangerous, because a person with that amount of spiritual access, energy, enlightenment, you can create worlds. And I believe this is why my first baby daddy was so hell-bent on making me a queen of a people, because he knew that I was capable, but the way he wanted me to do it was never in my blood. Because one thing about Creole women is that we are balanced, loving, nurturing wives and mothers. We like to take care of things. Everything that we touch turn to gold. Baby, you could give us some bell peppers and tomatoes and onion, and we make it taste like meat. Do you hear me? That's one thing I do know about our people, is that we don't play when it comes to taking care of our families. When it comes to taking care of our friends, that's why I don't never let nobody tell my story, and that's why I don't never let nobody talk shit about me and make it seem like I'm this type of person. Because baby, the group of people that I come from, the bloodline that's behind me, give their shirt off their back to you and your mama, and y'all fucking over them and killing them and pillaging them, and we are still give you everything that we have. We are so so loving when it comes to that aspect. But these children, for the lack of better words, are being reincarnated with this energy, and some people don't believe in that, but I myself is a product of it. I had, like, basically majority of the people in my family can see things, can hear things beyond this physical realm. It's not something tangible. And when we get to talking about it, people want to throw us in mental institutes or get far away from us because they're afraid. But if you call yourself spiritual or want to get an understanding of what it is spiritual, that's something that you should learn about. If somebody is not in your vicinity that's making you do something that you don't want to do, or in your vicinity that's like you can feel that they are evil, they actually do evil shit, if you feel that, by all means necessary, get away from it. But if you come across something so spiritual to the point where you know they tapped in, and they know you know they tapped in, and y'all both got confirmation that they tapped in, and they not scared to share that wisdom with you because they trying to help elevate you, and you become a part of that spiritual community that's trying.
All right, y'all. If you haven't picked up your copy of Greatness is a Habit, authored by Aaron Dixon, otherwise known as True, many of you know him as True. He is an ex-Carbonation member, and he's authored this amazing read. If you are interested in self-development and growth, this book is a good one for you. It's available on Apple Books for $1, guys. I got my copy and I love this book.
To create a better world for our children and the children that's already here. That's something to cherish and uphold in the society and nation that we have today. Because we don't have a nation and a society today. We are all puppets of somebody else's knowledge, somebody else's spiritual background, what somebody else said that we should do, and it's backwards to our own self-expression, authenticity, culture, tradition. Like, it just goes against who we are, period. I'm not standing for it. I don't care how many
Yeah.
times I gotta get beat down. If I gotta get in multiple relationships, and I wanted to make this a topic, right? Because a lot of people do make a lot of hype about women having more than one baby father. I
Oh Lord.
personally, I personally believe that women, there are so many more women out here that have multiple baby fathers versus women who have one baby father. And I want to say this about that
Mm-hmm.
topic because when you start talking about unraveling yourself spiritually, when you start talking about healing generational curses and remembering who you are, the women,
Mm-hmm.
we are built to give birth. We are built to cultivate life. We are built to raise children. So when we have more than one father, imagine. Do you know how important they say it is that to have a boy? Because boys is what's going to be able to create and keep the foundation of the DNA solid throughout the lineage of people. When you are a woman and you have multiple fathers and these children have those multiple lines of DNA and bloodlines, do you know how much, if you a real empress, a real queen that have knowledge, have spiritual wisdom, doing the work spiritually, do you know how many nations you're changing through the three baby fathers that you do have? Because if the men ain't gonna do it, the women gonna do it. And in a world like this, there are very far and few, and I'm pretty sure we can all agree that there are very far and few men in the world who actually hold themselves to a strong, responsible state to push his women and children into a new, better world. The women are taking on the responsibility. So we have to heal these DNA. We have more of the responsibility now to heal the DNA of our people. That's just one aspect of looking at it, though. You see what I'm saying? That's just one way of looking at it.
How about we look at it from the standpoint that opening up your womb to every man that you're in a relationship with is not a good idea, because then you'll be struggling with 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 children on your own.
Though. You see what I'm saying? That's just one way of looking at it.
And that is so true. That is so true. Like, you know what? When you were speaking, I was like, dang, I didn't even really think about it like that. Because to be honest, like from me and my children's dad, it's like my first one, she's super powerful. She's very intellectual. She's very tapped in. She's very know about politics, know about so many different things. And she, even though she wasn't a son, she led the family. She started a whole new generation, whole new trend for our family, right? She set the tone. She set the bar real high because she was smart in school. So everything they did, they would compare themselves. Everyone will compare themselves to her, right? So now the littlest one, she's so full of wisdom and knowledge because then she had my son where he likes to speak life into her. He's showing her how to be loved by a male. He's spending quality time with her. You know what I'm saying? So it's just, like you said, it creates different generations. It really does. Because what's in his bloodline is not in my oldest because they all don't come from the same bloodline.
You feel what I'm saying? Now you see, you healing generational curses. That's generational curse breaking right there, baby. And like, I don't care what
Yeah.
nobody says. I don't feel bad for how many baby fathers that I have because I know these children that I have. Yeah, you know where I'm going with that. I gotta write.
Like I tell people all the time, the easiest thing to do is to judge somebody else when you sitting on the sideline. No, Alexa, cut off. It's easy to judge somebody else when you sitting on the sideline doing nothing, or when nobody don't really know your story. That's the only difference with you is that you already put your story on Front Street, so everybody have a chance to judge and pass opinion and pass judgment. But let us take a peek in other people's backyard. As
But
the
that's the thing.
grandmothers
They
would always
only,
say, as our grandmother would say, make sure you cleaning up your own front door before you worry about what's going on in mine.
but that's just so crazy because they ain't even see a quarter of my backyard. They don't know what's back here. People who don't know what's back here, because if they knew what's back here, they wouldn't be saying half of the stuff they saying.
They say it. Yup. Yes, Lord.
You
It
feel
was quiet real quick.
real quick. You gonna slap
But
yourself in the face.
that's how people do though. That's what I'm telling you. And that's what I'm saying about women. Like, we need to learn how to come to bat. And I am gonna make this point too. Some of our women, you can't fight for them sometimes because they don't know how to even get in the ring with you. They don't know how to get in the ring with you, right?
Yeah.
So women their minds have been trained so much to be against each other that a lot of times they can't even see when their sister is fighting for them. They can't even see it.
Being nasty to me. You can get his butt to me.
Okay, don't do that, K.I.E. Okay, go play.
Mama? Why did dog choose the pool?
I'm not sure. Eliana comes talking to me, y'all. You want to say hi?
I know. I hear her.
Come say hi to everybody.
What is this?
This girl put on deodorant. Say hi, everybody.
Hey, Ellie. Hi, Ellie.
What is this?
This is Titi Kia.
Titi Kia.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, Titi.
Yes.
I remember you.
I know you don't remember me. I know it's so sad. It breaks my heart. But it's okay. You're going to get to know me.
Mama, your breast stink.
Girl, because I've been talking a lot. I've been talking for the past hour.
Y'all, I just fell out. Why did baby Ellie come and spill the tea? She looked at that woman and said, I don't remember you. And letting it be known that Velvet don't really know her either. This is a social media supporter, I am sure. The other part of the tea that baby Ellie spilled was that Velvet breath stink. Y'all, I hollered.
A lot. I've been talking for the past hour. I've been talking and talking.
So
But I did eat some something with some soy sauce on it too. So.
Oh, yeah. Children gonna tell you, honey, if you won't know if you look good, you smell good. Ask her, baby. Ask her, child. They'll be like, oh,
Eliana
you
is so
smell.
adorable. That's what I love about Eliana, and because a lot of us parents need to understand how to allow our children to express themselves. You see what I'm saying?
Have a voice.
Because Eliana, she will come up to me, she'll be like, Mom, it's dirty in here, like it's stinking here, like it's not clean in here, like, you know what I'm saying? And some people take that as a child being disrespectful.
Right.
But that's not disrespectful. Baby, if it's dirty, clean it up. The child letting you know that you need to clean up.
That's it.
We need to be learning from the children, because the children are here to teach us how to still keep our womanhood, but still be that childlike woman to be able to
express ourselves.
Okay, don't do that. Go take that off right now. Go, because you got it all over your face. But yes, I do believe that what you said earlier in the video. I do believe that at some point, the ones of us that are continuing to be the example, we will continue to be the example, whether we're getting the backlash or not from whatever it is that we choose to be the example of. we're gonna keep going because that's our purpose. That's what we're here to do, and it's going to, the tables are gonna turn, you know.
Eventually, yeah, of
So
course.
we just
But we just
have
have
to
to
stand
keep
fast.
staying on the front
So
line
look,
and
go
doing
get
the
that
work.
off of your face.
We just have to keep standing in the gap
Go
and
look in
doing
the
the work.
mirror.
That's
Go
all.
look in the mirror and get it off of your face. Yeah, you said we just have to keep standing tall.
Standing in the gap and doing the work. That's all.
Yeah.
And the more they see, and you starting to see, like me and my sis were saying, we starting to see a lot of women coming together, doing different events together, empowering each other together. So it's a good thing to see. It's a good thing to see. But what bothers me is a lot of times they be like, we want to do events together and stuff. But then when you get the women in the room, some women, because she had more than this other woman, she wearing Chanel, they section people off and put you in VIP and put the regular people in general population. And it's like, what's the point? Now, if y'all say we're having a master class after the event, you pay this amount of money, then it kind of be like, okay, I can't afford that. I can't afford that right now. So it's cool. So I could see those group of women going
Stay
to
over
a
there.
brunch.
All right, y'all, go on ahead and drop me a comment, smash the heck out of that like button, and share. Thank you guys in advance.
And going to a class together to elevate and learn more. I just don't fit in that class right now because I ain't got the funds to be a part of that event. That's different. But when you make me feel like from the gate, when I'm walking in the door, I don't match her energy. I don't match her bank account. It's like you're not empowering women. You're separating it from the beginning.
Right.
So that's how I take to that,
I think it's so
But this was
important.
good.
Yes, it was good. I think it's important for us to really start diving deeper,
Yeah.
getting to know ourselves without judgment from other people, and without money. Without money.
Yeah.
Ellie, no, put it down. Start getting to know
Yeah.
ourselves without judging ourselves and without trying to keep up with the Joneses in the process.
That's
But
it.
yeah,
That's it.
I appreciate
Yeah.
this live. By all means necessary. I think
Yeah.
that we should keep doing these. Like, if y'all feel like we should keep doing these lives, put some hearts in the chat.
Put some hearts in the chat. Put some gems, some diamonds in the chat. Put some crowns in the chat.
I thought you said diamonds.
I did say diamonds. Put some diamonds in the chat. Put some hearts.
I gotta go check. I gotta
let us know if y'all been enjoying our candid conversation.
I gotta go check on my baby, y'all. I gotta go get my second oldest.
Yeah.
She out there.
Okay.
But I appreciate
I
you.
know you, girl.
I appreciate you tonight.
That's a fact. But
tonight I'm gonna be working on.
Is a slave. Exactly. That was perfectly said.
Tonight I'm gonna be working on my letter to me.
Yeah.
And I'm just gonna focus in and hone in on, continuing to doing that work, facing my shadows, taking accountability where I need to take accountability and keep pushing myself forward and pulling myself up, because you feel like at some point we do have to continue to pull ourselves up. Like most of us who starting this good trend off, we are going to be the pioneers and the trailblazers of what's to come.
Of the next movement.
So yeah, I appreciate you, Auntie. I love you.
I love you too.
I love y'all in the chat. I hope y'all have a beautiful, good evening the rest of this day. Enjoy yourself. Don't be too hard on yourself. Don't judge yourself, but be patient with yourself and love on yourself. And I just wish everybody nothing but the best moving forward. And I'll see y'all next time.
All right, y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed this video as well as my commentary. Please be sure to drop me a comment, smash the heck out of that like button, and share. Guys, I want to give a warm welcome to all of my new subscribers. Hey, y'all. Welcome to the channel. To all of my OGs, my day ones, my ride or dies. Y'all already know what it is. Big up yourself. We in the building with it.